Hey party people, Zach here from visionswell.com, products and principles for a simple, serene life. Today, I'm looking at 4 different EDC wallets from a company called Thread Wallets. If you've watched my channel or know anything about me, you know that my everyday carry, or EDC as it's abbreviated, matters a great deal to me. My pocket space, my sling space, my backpack space is all extremely important. So I always try to make sure that I'm super intentional with the products that I'm using and the ways that I choose to load them out to make sure that I'm maximizing space and efficiency. Wallets really aren't something that I switch out often. For the last 5 years, I've been using this Ekster wallet, and this has been a really great wallet for me. If you look, it has this little button at the bottom left that you press in, and it has kind of a clicky tactile motion. It has this metal compartment that holds a bunch of cards, and it's RFID blocking. On the outside of the wallet, you can see this little Ekster logo. It's a little E and a shield here. On the other side of the wallet, you have a separate external card sleeve here that could fit probably 1 or 2 cards. It's kind of stretched out a little bit over time. And then on the inside, you have 2 other card slots on the left here that can fit a bunch of cards. And I used to keep a lot of my backup stuff like my health insurance, dental card, Costco membership on the outside. And then you have another little extra logo on the other side with an elastic band that makes it perfect to carry cash and other things that you want to tuck away securely behind this elastic band but still have easy access to. And then it just closes shut like this. It's relatively thin, but I think when I had it fully loaded out, it was still a little bit thick. And recently I just wanted to see if there was a way I could minimize my pocket carry a little bit and use a little bit smaller of a wallet or a different type of wallet just to see if it works out better for me. So that's what prompted me to pick up these 4 different wallets from Thread Wallets. They're super minimalist wallets. We'll go over each one, and then I'll tell you which one that I've decided to switch to and that I've been using for the past week and how it's worked out so far. I also have a bunch of gift cards and some random little placeholder cards to test out how many cards these can actually fit in real world scenarios to let you know how it actually fits inside and how it functions. So we can put them up here. Now let's take a look at each of these EDC wallets individually. First up is this Bifold Wallet. I got it in the black color, but it comes in a ton of different colorways. It claims to hold 4 to 10 cards and cash. It has 3 separate secure pockets. So there's one here, and one here. And it has RFID blocking, so someone shouldn't be able to wirelessly steal your information. It's made from full grain leather, and it has this signature strong elastic on here. One thing to mention about the elastic in all of these wallets is that it contains latex. So if you have a latex allergy, you may want to consider a different type of wallet, and I just wanted to let you know. It measures in at 3.8 by 2.75 inches, and it retails for $14.99 US. I think overall, this is a really nice minimal wallet. I like this little Thread Wallets logo here that has the little carrots pointing to the right. It has nice stitching on it. It has a little card sleeve on the back here that's extra on the external, so this would be good for like an ID or something you need quick access to. And then on the inside, like I said, you have this nice stretchy mesh, so you could fit a ton of cards in here or cash, as well as these 2 other card sleeves. So let's see how many things we can fit inside. I've got 7 cards here that I mentioned earlier, so let's test this external pocket. I can fit 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 4, 5, 6, and this doesn't really fit that well. So I would say the external pocket maxes out at about 6 cards here. Let's test the internal pockets. So we got this first sleeve here. So put 1 card in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think this one maxes out at about 6 cards as well. It's kind of hard to get it out with 6 cards, so maybe 5 would be a better number here. So let's go with 5. So that's 11 total cards now if you use both those pockets. Now let's try this internal pocket here. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'd say 5 here as well because it feels pretty tight already. So then we're talking 17 cards if you loaded out all these pockets. Although let's see how it feels when you have one pocket loaded out, if I could still fit more in here. Oh yeah, it makes it a little bit tight, so I don't know if I could combine these totals here. It's probably just for one pocket. You could probably max out at 6 cards. And then the other one might be able to fit 1 card at most because it makes them pretty tight when one of the pockets is kind of loaded out. And then let's try this last little elastic pocket. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these fit in here pretty nicely. I mean, I feel like this elastic pocket is more meant for cash because it has a little bit more expandability, but I fit 7 cards in here, no problem. So I think their listed number of 4 to 10 cards or cash works out because if I fit 7 in here and then 1 in each of these pockets and 1 in this pocket, that adds up to 10. So I think that's pretty accurate. I think the overall build quality and minimalism of this wallet is really nice. It has a nice little minimalist logo. All the materials feel really good with the full grain leather. The mesh is really stretchy and nice. I kind of like the accent color here, even though it comes in a ton of different colorways. So I think this would be a nice little option here if you want a bifold wallet that's super minimal. This would probably work for your purposes. Next up is this elastic wallet. This is the Realtree Max Camo colorway, but there's a ton of different colorways for this as well. To be honest, I'm not the biggest camo guy, so I wanted to get this just to contrast with the basic black and other colorways so that you had something with a little bit of pop of personality, but I personally don't really love camo stuff. It doesn't look bad or anything, but it's just not really my style. I'm not like a hunter or anything like that, but it could work if you are someone like that. This one claims to hold 2 to 8 cards in cash. It's made from durable elastic. Again, just keep in mind that this elastic contains latex in case that's an issue for you. It has this little built-in orange key ring here, so you could put your keys on the side, a multi-tool, a flashlight, anything that you want to attach to a keychain would work here, or you could attach this to your keychain so that you don't lose it. So I think that's a nice little feature to have. It measures 2.75 by 2.2 inches, and it retails for $15.99 US. So just like the Bifold wallet, let's take some of those cards and see how many we can fit inside. But before we do that, I'll show you a little bit of the overall design here. You have the little Thread Wallets logo here. It's a nice little minimal logo. You have one little loop here of elastic. You have a main elastic that goes the full length of the wallet. So this one's a little bit longer and more secure. This one's a tad bit shorter. And then on the other side, you have that same short elastic loop. So you technically have 3 pockets here to fit things in. Let's test this external pocket first. So we've got 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So yeah, 7 cards fit in here, no problem. It's super stretchy. I mean, you could probably fit way more cards than that in here because of the stretch and give of this. It's pretty easy to grab out the topmost card, so I would just put your most used one on the outside. You can get to all these other cards pretty easily too. So I kind of like the way this functions so far. So let's check out the internal pocket as well. So I'm gonna put in 1 card, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Like I said, this could probably fit another 5 to 10 more cards because it feels like it still has a lot of stretch and give. I think it's really forgiving as far as how many cards and cash you want to carry. So if you're looking for something super minimal and easy, that's just basically an elastic strap, makes it easy to grab your cards. I think this would work well for you, and I don't really have anything negative to say about this. It actually is a really nice wallet for its purposes, and I think if you want something super duper minimal, this one would be a great fit for you. Next up, we have this little vertical card holder. I have this one in black, but it also comes in a ton of different colors. Its middle pocket here is RFID blocking, so it doesn't allow people to wirelessly steal your information, so that's always a nice feature to see. There's also a little attachment point on this one if you want to attach it to your keys, attach your keys to this. A flashlight, a multi-tool, anything on a little key loop could easily go there. It claims to hold 2 to 8 cards in cash. It measures in at 3.7 by 2.7 inches. Again, it's made from that nice full grain leather, and it retails for $24.99 US. So the front of it, you have this little Thread Wallet's logo. You have that nice elastic. Again, it contains latex just for your information. This would be a great little sleeve that's expandable for a bunch of cards or cash. The middle sleeve is a little bit tighter, but it feels very structured and secured. And that's the RFID pocket, so credit cards could be pretty safe in there. And then you have another little slide pocket on the back that feels pretty tight. And that could probably fit maybe like 1 or 2 cards max, it feels like. And then you just have this little thread logo at the bottom here. So overall, I think the profile of this looks really nice. It's super minimal. It's very functional, and I think this could work as a minimalist wallet depending on how many things you need to carry. So let's test out its capacity here. Get those gift cards and stuff out again. Let's test this elastic pocket first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And just like the elastic wallet itself, this feels like it could fit a lot more cards. You could probably fit another 3, maybe 4 in here, I'd say. So I think these elastic pockets are really useful if you want to store a ton of different cards or cash. So this pocket functions well for that, and it's easy to pull the cards out one at a time or as a group of cards. This internal pocket, let's try that. It's actually really hard to put a card into this middle pocket. So even though it's RFID blocking and it's kind of the main selling feature, even with just one card, it's super duper tight in here, and it's really hard to put it in and pull it out. I mean, it may get better over time because, you know, this may stretch, leather stretches a little bit. This is a new wallet. But I think for my purposes, the fact that this middle slot here is so tight and hard to fit cards into makes it kind of a no-go for me as an EDC wallet, because I need something that's super functional, that I'm gonna be able to deploy my cards and cash really quickly and really easily, or there's no point in carrying it for me. So I don't know how I feel about this one so far. If I try this card slot on the back, let's see how many I can fit in here. 1, maybe 2. Again, this is super duper tight too. So this leather may stretch over time, like I said, but that's gonna take some wearing in. For right now, it just doesn't feel that functional for me. The elastic pocket works perfectly, but I wouldn't buy this wallet just to use the elastic pocket. So I think for me, so far, this would probably be my last choice because I really don't like how tight these 2 pockets are, and I think it loses a lot of functionality there. Last up is this pouch wallet. I have it in the color block colorway. I really like the colorway here. It's got a bunch of bright and some primary colors. You got blue, white, yellow, red, green, and all these little accents. You have a nice little zipper that has a blue zipper track, and it's got a little paracord zipper pull. You have a little Thread Wallet logo that's minimal on this little tag here. And then in this back pocket, you also have a carabiner that's attached to an elastic paracord loop, and it's meant to carry like a spare house key, but I'll show you what I've used it for later. You can kind of see, spoiler alerts here, but I really like the overall exterior of this. It's made from a ripstop body, so it's super durable and it won't scratch or rip. It's nicely stitched. You can see all the places it's stitched on here where it counts. It has this kind of grid pattern to the blue portion. I just really like the overall aesthetic of this wallet. I like bright wallets because it makes it easy to find if you drop it on the ground or something. It's kind of unique looking, so everyone would know that this is your wallet and you don't have to worry about it getting mixed up with everyone else's black wallet that everyone has. So I think it's just a really nice design overall. It has this little clear plastic portion at the front so that your ID shows through, so you know exactly where it is. You may even just be able to flash this like a badge, but if they ask you to pull it out, it's easy enough to pull that out there. You have two zipper pockets, so there's a larger main one and then this little back one, and they both have nice little accents. This says Thread on it. This has the little paracord zipper pull. So it's got nice little details there. And then like I said, you have that key stash compartment right here. There's a little carabiner attached to an elastic loop, and you can put your keys, put a flashlight, put anything you want on there, and we'll go over everything I've loaded it out with. This little green portion is elastic, so just like with the other ones, I want to mention that this elastic contains latex in case that's an issue for you. It measures in at 4.5 by 3.3 by 0.4 inches. And it costs $19.99 US. So another little spoiler alert here, this is the wallet that I've chosen to switch to, and I will explain why, but I think I really wanna try this out long term. This is the one I've been trying for the past week, and I really like it, and this is my new go-to EDC wallet, and we can go through all the features that made me make that decision. So like I said, you have this clear ID pocket on the outside that makes it really easy to put your ID away. And then if I pull out the stack of cards that's in here, you can see this is my ID. I just have some of my information blocked out for obvious reasons. You have my health insurance card. You have my dental card. You have my AAA card in case I'm on the side of the road and I need to get picked up. And then the GOAT card of all GOAT cards, the Costco membership. If you don't go to Costco, I feel sorry for you, son. So as you can see, just in that little pocket there, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and they fit in well. I can pull them out easily, and these are kind of the things I would carry externally for emergencies. I have my AAA card, I have my Costco card if I get hungry, and I have my health insurance and dental cards in case, I was incapacitated and people needed my insurance information or my identification. Have it right on the exterior there, and this is an easy to find wallet. And then you also have another little card sleeve behind here. And this is where I keep all of my credit cards and debit cards. So I have my debit card, and then I have 4 different credit cards here. And then if you keep the most used credit card, which is this one for me, and you keep that at the back of the wallet, it's easy to just tuck your finger in here and pull out your most used card, easily deployed. I mean, it's not as fast as the little clicky button on the Ekster wallet, but I think for all the other features that this wallet gives me, that it's worth switching over to this. And then if you go in this big middle pocket here, what I've got in there is just my Right in the Rain wallet size notebook. This is just a great little notepad to keep with you in case you need to write down your phone number for someone, take a quick note on something, or just doodle in your free time. But it's a really nice little wallet size notebook. You always have something to write down on. And I keep some emergency contacts in here just in case. This pocket is also really large, so this would be a great place to keep your folded up bills. There's no internal organization, but it's got this nice, bright, soft material on the inside, so you can easily see the gear that's inside, easily get to your cash. There's plenty of room in there. I can easily fit this notebook back inside, and that's what I'm gonna keep in there. And then if you flip this over, you have this other little zipper pouch here. I like that it's got the cute little zipper garages. It has a nice little Thread Wallet branded zipper pull. It's metal. Open that up, the nice blue zipper track. And then on the inside here, this is a great little pocket for coins. So I just got a couple coins here. I'm not a big carrier of change, so I had to find these in the couch cushions. But yeah, you could easily put change in there. And then we can zip that up. And then on this little key leash here, this would be a great place to put a spare house key separate from your regular keychain. So then you always know you have a spare house key with you. You're not gonna get locked out and you can kind of tuck it away. And then if you pull out this carabiner, you can see what I've loaded it out with. Like I said, it's on a little elastic loop, which makes it nice. You could always replace this Thread Wallet carabiner with a carabiner of choice or a keychain. It's really easy to do so. You can use this loop for whatever you want. And what I've decided to attach here is just a CountyCom pop-out pen. I like having a little emergency pen with me. This one's really nice because you can either pop it out and use it as a little mini pen, or it fits into itself and you can just quickly write and have a full-size pen. And even with it attached here, it would be easy to write, or you could always detach it from this carabiner if you want to as well and use it separately. but it's nice to have a little emergency pen, and I think that's a nice little function here. And then if you don't want to do any of those things, like use it for an attachment point or use it for a spare house key, you could put whatever you want in this pocket. You could put a cigarette, a vape pen, you could put anything like long and flat in here, or just use it as extra storage, or just leave it empty if you want a really flat profile to this wallet. So this thing has a ton of expandability, nice security, easily deployed cards. It has that nice durable ripstop. It's under $20, and I think it really looks nice. It's really unique, and it functions exactly the way I need it to function. And it's also a little bit slimmer than the Ekster wallet, even when I had it fully loaded out. So I think this is going to be my new wallet going forward. I just need a change every once in a while, and this one feels like it fits the bill for the way that it could fit into my life and my EDC. Doesn't take up a ton of room in my pocket, and has all the functionality and aesthetics that I look for in an EDC wallet. So now you understand a little bit more about how I evaluate my everyday carrier EDC, and it was nice getting a chance to go over all of the materials, the specs, the usefulness, the capacity, as well as the price of all of these wallets from Thread Wallets. So overall, we went over the Bifold Wallet, the Elastic Wallet, the vertical card holder, and the pouch wallet. And after testing all four of these, I've decided that the pouch wallet is the replacement for my Ekster wallet, and it's the wallet that I'm going to be using moving forward. Although these other wallets might work better for you, so you need to evaluate your own everyday carry, what you need, what type of functionality, usefulness, and aesthetics that you're looking for, and that will help you make the decision on what wallet works best for you. These are four decent options depending on your use case. So they're ones you might consider if you're thinking of moving to a more minimalist wallet. It's worth taking a look. I'm constantly testing out products to really optimize my EDC. And then once I go through the products, I decide whether I want to keep, gift, donate, or sell them. And that's the way I declutter my space and make sure that I'm optimizing my gear for the way that I live and the way that my life functions. If you want to pick up any of these wallets, you can use the link in my description below. It's an affiliate link, and I would really appreciate it if you use that link because it gives the channel a little bit of kickback on each sale. And just for that, I'll give you a 15% off code, which is VisionSwell, VISIONSWELL. So promo code VisionSwell will give you 15% off on threadwallets.com on any of these items or any of their other items. So I highly suggest you click that link in my description if you're interested. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like videos like this and you want to see more EDC reviews, backpack reviews, sling bag reviews, flashlights, and other kinds of tech gear reviews. I've really enjoyed making this content thus far. I want to thank you sincerely for watching, and I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.